Hi, welcome to online tutorial video from JCVRO Labs. This tutorial is related to bare metal programming of R-Pipe Pico microcontroller. In this video, we will talk about interfacing DHT11 temperature humidity sensor with R-Pipe Pico. We will also display the data on 16x2 LCD. We also provide online training and do industrial and freelancing project based on embedded system, Android app development, MATLAB, LabVIEW, etc. If you have any requirement, then you can contact us through through our website www.jcvrolabs.org, or you can mail us on info@jcvrolabs.org. Now start with the interfacing of DHT11 sensor. Before the hardware interfacing, first we learn how to DHT11 works. So now first we know what is the DHT11 sensor. DHT11 sensor is an electronic sensor which is used for sensing the temperature, humidity, and humidity is content of water present in air, and DHT11 contain 3 pins. This is 3 pins: VCC, data pins and ground pins. You can see here, this is data pin, this is data pin, this is VCC or power supply pin. This is ground pin, pin 1, pin 2 and ground. Now operating voltage 3.5 to 5.5 volt. We can take the voltage in this range. Operating current 0.3 milliampere. Temperature range is 0 to 50 degrees Celsius. We can read, and humidity range 20% to 90%. Now working data consists of decimal and integral parts. A complete data transfer is 40 bit. This sensor sends the data in 40 bit format, and sensor sends higher data bit first, and data format 8 bit integer relative RH means relative humidity data plus 8 bit decimal RH data, 8 bit integral temperature data, and 8 bit decimal temperature data, and last is 8 bit checksum. Checksum if RH data and this data, 4 parts, summation of 4 parts is not equal to this checksum, so we can say that our data is not correct. So first we check that this data is correct or not. If the data transformation is right, the checksum should be the last 8 bit of 8 bit integral RH data plus 8 bit decimal RH data plus 8 bit integral temperature data plus 8 bit decimal temperature data. I hope you can understand. It is 40 bit format. First 4 parts contain, first part contain 8 bit data of RH data, and next second 8 bit data fractional data, and next third contain the temperature decimal data, and last is fourth is temperature fractional data, and last 8 bit is checksum. Now how it works: when MCU sends a start signal, DHT11 changes from the low power consumption mode to the running mode, waiting for MCU complete the start signal. Once it is completed, DHT11 sends a response signal of 40 bit data. Now Next slide, you can see how it works. This is this is this is a request signal, and this is response. This signal sent by the microcontroller, and this pulse is sent by the DHT11 sensors. First, MCU means microcontroller unit, sends out start signal to DHT11. Data single bus free status is at high voltage level. When the communication between MCU and DHT11 begins, the program of MCU will set data single bus voltage level from high to low, and this process must take at least 18 milliseconds to ensure DHT's detection of MCU signal. Then MCU will pull up voltage and wait 20 to 40 microsecond for DHT response. You can see next slide here working. First, that pin is at the higher mod, and we when we send the start pulse to the DHT11 sensor, we low for 18 millisecond and then high pulse. This is response. This is response signal. Once DHT detects the start signal, when DHT11 receive this start pulse, then how DHT11 react? Once DHT detects the start signal, it will send out a low voltage level response signal, which at least 18 microsecond. Then the program of DHT sets data single bus voltage level from low to high and keeps it for 80 microsecond for DHT's preparation for sending data. When data single bus is at low voltage level, this means that DHT is sending the response signal. You can understand here how it works. This is response signal. This is 54 microsecond for low and 80 microsecond for high. This is complete. How we detect that sending bit is 0 or 1? If this high pulse is about 20 or less than 30, we can say that it is 0 bit representation. We can say that coming bit is 0. When this high pulse, we check in a loop that if this high pulse is about to 70 microsecond, we can say that data is 1. Now here you can see this how we calculate that bit is 0 or 1. Now for hardware connection, here this is RPi Pico. I draw a diagram. You can easily understand how connection is in this. So this DHT11 sensor, this is DHT11 sensor, this is VCC, this is data pin, and this is ground pin. So data pin is connected to GP20 and GPIO 20. This is GPIO 20, pin number 26, and GPIO 20 is connected to this data pin. This VCC or we can give the source voltage 5 or 3.5 volt, and this is ground. You can give the external voltage, or you can give by the R pi pico from. And this is 16 cross 2 LCD. How it is connected to the microcontroller. This is VSS pin number 1, VSS, which is ground. This is VDD 5 volt. I give here, this is 5 volt. V0, this is ground. This is RS pin. This is RS pin. I connect in this is GP8. Where is GP8? Here. Pin number 11, GP8. Okay. So RS is connected to GP8, RW is connected to GP9, and E is connected to GP10. There is data pin D0 to D7, which is connected to GP0, GPIO1, GPIO2, GPIO3, GPIO4, GPIO5, GPIO6, GPIO7. D0 to D7 is connected to GPIO0 to GPIO7, and anode pin number 15 is connected to 5 volt battery, and this is pin number 16 is K cathode, which is connected to ground. Now you can see here hardware interconnection. I provide circuit diagram here. You can easily understand from here, and now you can see this is DST11 sensor. This is DST11 sensor. This is Raspberry Pi Pico. This is 16 cross 2 LCD. This is how it connected. You can see, and you can refer that diagram I provided. Now we start programming. You can visit our YouTube video how to interface LCD. I provided how to set up Raspberry Pi Pico microcontroller SDK and examples for the setup. Now go in C drive where I created Pico folder. Here this is Pico folder. You can visit our 16 cross 2 LCD interfacing, where I explain how to set up Raspberry Pi Pico, how to build program. Now here I start directly. So go inside Pico, and here I created my project. So I created new folder, my DHT 11, my DHT 11. This is my project name. Go inside and create two new folder. Here first is my DHT11, and second is build. Second is build folder. Here go in Pico examples and copy these 7 files. Previously in LCD interfacing I told you first you copy these 7 files, Control C, and paste it in that folder, in your project folder. Here this first, this also you should copy. Here paste it and go inside in my DST11. Here go in your Pico examples, go in Blink and copy these CMake lists. Control C and go in my DST11 and paste it. Okay, and now here you can see these 1 2 3 4 5 6 and this 7 files. When you start new project, these 7 files are necessary in every project. So, and we edit here CMake lists. Open this, okay, and delete all these subdirectories because this is not necessary, and delete it. Also delete it. Okay, now our project name is my DHT11. So add subdirectory, you write my DHT11, save it. Okay, save it and close, and go in my DHT11 folder here and edit it. Here write my DHT11. Here we will create my DHT11.c files in letter. Now right here my DHT11.c, right here my DHT11, my DHT11, and here my DHT11, save it. Okay, and close, and here right click new and create text document, and here open it. Okay, now here write the code in C. So here you can write C code. Now start the coding. Now here I write for this is a code for DHT11 interfacing and display data on LCD. Here now I write include the header files which is necessary for programming and compilation. Hash include now here you can see this is necessary header files. Hash include stdio.h, hash include stdlib.h, string.h, pico slash stdlib.h, hardware slash gpio.h, and pico slash binary underscore info.h and math.h. This is necessary header files which is need. Now here I write here how LCD pins is connected to our microcontroller. Now here you can see LCD pins and RPI Pico GPIO pins. Here VSS is connected to ground, VDD is connected to 5 or 3.5 volt, V0 is connected to ground, RS is connected to GPIO 8, RW is connected to GPIO 0, GPIO 9, and E is connected to GPIO 10, D0 is connected to GPIO 0, D1 is connected to GPIO 1, D2 is connected to GPIO 2, D3 is connected to GPIO 3, and so on. D7 is connected to GPIO 7, and A and anode is connected to 5 volt or 3.5 volt, and K cathode is connected to the ground. Now here I created some functions for the LCD. This is void LCD underscore init functions for initialization of LCD. Here I created void LCD underscore command function to providing commands. Here you can see void LCD underscore data unsigned char is the argument. There is 5 functions I created for the LCD. First is LCD init, LCD command, LCD data, which I want to pass the data. I pass these character by character. Here LCD decode, which I pass the data in data LCD underscore data functions that is decoded, and void LCD string, which I want to pass string and display on the screen. Here you can see this is receive data function, which is receive the data coming from the DHT11 sensor. This is void request function. It will request a signal for the to the DHT11, and this is a response signal which will DHT11 send the response to the microcontroller, and this is a variable, global variable I created. Here I created 4 variables: I underscore RH, T underscore RH, I underscore temperature, and D underscore temperature. First, this variable is for humidity. This store the integral value of humidity. This is fractional value, stored fractional value of humidity. This is integral value of temperature. This is store the fractional value of a temperature. Here I created unsigned character type arrays str1, str2, str3, str4, which is storing the str1 is storing the I underscore rh values. I will take a itoa functions which is converted integer value to direct string format. So I created this character array. Here I created two strings. First is humidity, second is temperature. It is displayed on line 1 and this is on line 2. Now here you can see there is a built-in functions stdio dot underscore init underscore all, and now I define the lcd init function here, void lcd underscore init. Now first we initialize all pins. Now here you can see I created a string here. Here I created lcd int lcd underscore pins 11. We use 11 pins GPIO pins. So here you can see I created here lcd underscore pins array of 11 element. So 0 to 10, initialize 0 to 10. Now you can see for int I equal to 0, I less than 11, I plus plus, GPIO underscore init, it will, when I equal to 0, it will pass LCD pins 0 1, means GPIO 0 is initialized, and then set the direction of registers. So there is a built-in functions GPIO underscore set underscore dir LCD pins. Here pass the GPIO pins, just like I want to set direction of GPIO 0, so LCD pins 0, any LCD it will pass LCD underscore pin 0 and 1 for as a output. Now it's time to initialize LCD. So I created here lcd underscore command functions I will define in next. So I used here lcd underscore cmd this function, and I will pass 0x38. So it means taking 2 line and 5 cross 7 matrix. This means LCD and count 0x38, it will pass 0x38, and means taking 2 line and 5 cross 7 matrix in LCD. Next command is LCD underscore CMD 0x01. It means clear display screen. Clear display screen. Now third is LCD underscore CMD 0x0 E. Now it means display on, cursor blinking. Display on, cursor blinking. Next command is LCD underscore CMD 0x80. It means force cursor to beginning line. Force cursor to beginning first line. Next is LCD underscore CMD. Now I want to pass a message in this, so I pass a message on first line at first position LCD underscore CMD 0x80 str in string. I want to display a message at first line first position message 1. And what is the message 1? This is humidity. Okay, now I want to move second line first position, so I will write LCD underscore CMD 0x C0. Means force to cursor to beginning second line. And now I want to pass a string at second line first position. LCD underscore string what message 2. And what is the message 2? It is here. Message 2 is temp, means temperature. Here is some mistakes you can rectify. Here this okay, one is good. Now here I declare a void lcd underscore decode functions. Now here I want to define this function void lcd underscore decode. Now argument is unsigned char. Here I am taking a temporary characters unsigned char. This is temporary characters, and here for looping for int I is equal to 0 and I less than 8, because our opinion is 8 t0 to t7, or int I equal to 0, I less than 8 and I plus plus. Now temp is equal to power, that is a function in math.h 2 comma I. If I is 0, so temp is 1. If I is 1, so temp is 2. If I is 2, temp is 4. Now here v corresponding, it will write that particular pins, means GPIO, it is a function, built-in function in library GPIO put, it will write LCD underscore pins at I, means and info, means which I pass. If I pass 0x 3. If I pass 0x3 or 0x30, if I will pass 0x30, so in info it will end with temp here. If power is, if I is equal to 0 means temp is 1, so 0x30 is and with 1, it corresponding, if it is 1, so LCD at that point means LCD pins 0 यानी कि GPIO 0, it 1, or if this value is 0, so here right here it will pass GPIO 0 0 means low. So here I am going to define LCD underscore command CMD. Here unsigned char CMD, which I pass command, it will passing. In here I call the LCD underscore decode function and passing these command in this function, and for the command rs and rw is 0 and e is 1, so I here write GPIO. Here you can see this, when we give the command to LCD, rs is 0, rw is 0, e is 1 and delay for 10 millisecond, and e is also 0 and delay for 10 millisecond. Now here I am going to define LCD under void LCD underscore data function, unsigned char. Here you can see this take character by character. So if I want to pass a, so here I call here LCD underscore decode, it will pass data means a and particular pins, and for data writing at LCD, rs is 1, rw is 0 and e is 1. Here I define the LCD underscore string unsigned character pointer p, so it will pass 4 strings in LCD underscore data until the string not reach to endpoint. So you can see here and understand. Now here I am going to define a request function. So void this is request function. Now here set the direction of GPIO pin. I take the GPIO pin 20. So here set the direction function name is GPIO underscore set underscore dir. This is pin number 20 and set as a output, so 1. Okay, it is for data pin of THT11, and here GPIO underscore I am going to write 0 at that pin. So GPIO underscore put 20 comma 0 because it is working low to high. So here this is 0 and sleep for 20 millisecond. Okay, and wake up it GPIO underscore put. So here you can see first I write 0 means I uh, create signal low and then delay for 20 millisecond and write 1 for high. This is request function which I created. Now second response function. What? Here you can see this is response function. First GPIO underscore set dir means data pins, GPIO 20 pins. I create GPIO 20 pin as a input, so I write GPIO underscore in, or I can also write here 0. So GPIOs underscore set dir as a input until where here I write the while loop and checking that particular pin GPIO 20 pin, that is um, 0 means that is 1 until this is 1 it will going it will in this loop, and when it is going to 0 it will next this here it will reach, and here I also checking this is equal to 0, and here it is also checking until the 1. So now next is next is this is receive data. Here I am going to define this function in last. Here this is receive data function. It will check here while GPIO underscore get pin number 20 equal to 0. This is GPIO underscore get is a built-in library function which is receive the data just like if it is 0 and it is equal to 0, checking in this period and sleep for 30 microsecond. If GPIO underscore get 20 is 1, then it will go here, and if 0 it will go here. It is for checking bit is 0 or 1, and there it will return uh, integer value integer value it will return decimal value. So return C here, integer value it will return. Now this is all codes are completed. Here top to bottom you can check. Now go in your, here you can see file, and go here and click here save as. You can see this, give the file name mydst11 in double quotes dot c. Okay, here give the this in this format you give the name my dht11.c and save here, save it. Okay, now go here, you can see this is text file and this is C source file. So delete it, shift here, shift delete, you delete text file. Okay, here now here check once again, here here go in void lcd underscore init and go here. It is only taking one argument, just pins number ppiu underscore init here. Now go in here, go inside main function and call lcd underscore init function, and second is go and write gpiu underscore init pin number 20 because this is for DHT11 sensors data pin. Initialize it lcd underscore init gpiu underscore init 20 pin and go it while one in while loop. Here call the request function and then response function. After response call receive data. This is a receive data functions which I created here. And last here this call it in while loop. Here it will send first 8 bit in I underscore RH, means it receive 8 bit of humidity data. It will receive 8 bit of humidity fractional data and it is receive temperature data, and it next last is t underscore temp is receive fractional data of temperature. Now I call this itoa, it's a library function. It will convert I underscore RH. I underscore RH is a integer value. It will convert in string str1 string format. So this is a 3 argument. I underscore RH means integer value. This is string and this is base value of, which means it is integer means 10. If it is hexa, it is 6. It will 16. So this is integer value unsigned int. So I underscore RH str1 and base is 10. I pass here in this. So I underscore RH receive convert in string str1 str2 temperature value str3 fractional temperature value str4. Now I call lcd underscore command 0x89. 89 means first row, means first line and ninth position. It will print decimal value of humidity because str1 receive I underscore RH. It will str1 receive I underscore RH. And then lcd underscore command 0x8b means it will send the cursor at the position first line in first row at 11th position and print dot, means I want to print fractional data, so dot, then move to 8c means first line and 12th position and write str2. Str means fractional data of humidity. Now I call lcd underscore command c5 means second line 5th position. It will print str3 means temperature value, and C7 means second line 7th position, it will print dot, and it will move C8 means second line 8th position, it will print fractional temperature value str4, and then loop is here. So you can understand how it will work. Now save it, control S, save it here. Now go in developer command prompt here, type here, go in developer command prompt here and type cd c colon slash pico, go in pico folder, cd, and go in your project name just like my tht11 here, and go in build folder. So cd build build here, and give the command cmake hyphen minus cmake minus g and make files. Okay, give the command this space dot dot. Now it is build, give the command nmake. Okay, this is compiling. In here you can see this is compiling. Okay, it is done. Here it is done. Now go in your project alpico my dst11 in build folder, in my dst11. Now you can see my dst11.uf2 file. Now it's time to connect your microcontroller with your computer. Now I am going to connect my RPi Pico to my PC or my computer. So here now you can see here, this is my RPi Pico microcontroller. This is 16x2 LCD and this is DST11. When I want to connect my RPi Pico with my computer, first when you when it is boot button, this is, you can see here white color button, this is boot button. Press it here, first is press it and connect your RPi Pico. You can see this is RPi RP2. You can here you can see RPi RP2. If it is proper connected, you can see here in your computer it is detected. Now click here, click here, this click here and drag your .uf2 file to RPi Pico में. Now you can here see humidity and temperature values here 27.0 and 31.0 degrees Celsius. You can see. Now there is all about DST11 interfacing with Raspberry Pi Pico and displaying data on 16x2 LCD. Now we also provide online training and do industrial and freelancing project based on embedded system, Android app development, MATLAB, Vue and etc. If you have any requirement, then you can contact us at our website www.jcbrolabs.org, or you can also mail us on info@jcbrolabs.org. You can subscribe our YouTube channel so you can get update properly, like our videos. Thank you very much.